Hey everybody, it's Camille, Aiko. It's a beautiful fall day here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The sun is shining, the sky is blue, the deer are out, the birds are chirping, the squirrels are playing, and I'm just always in awe of God's handiwork and the things that He has created. So I'm sitting outside and I'm doing a Bible study and I'm reading a familiar scripture for those of you who are Bible readers in Luke chapter 8, where Jesus is giving a parable and he's talking about the sower. And so with the sower, he goes out to plant his seed, and some of the seed falls on by the wayside and the birds come and eats it up. And then some of the seed falls on rocky ground, and when it falls on the rocky ground, it begins to spring up, but then shortly after it dies because it doesn't have enough water. And then some of the seed falls on the thorny ground, and when the seed begins to spring up, the thorns spring up with it, and then the thorns end up choking out the seed. And then the sower keeps going and the seed falls on good ground, and the seed springs up and it begins to bear good fruit, 100-fold. Guys, so as I'm thinking about this, I start thinking about Jim Rohn, the great Jim Rohn, who did a talk on the law of sowing and reaping, and just relating it to business as well, because I like to implement biblical principles to my business, and just thinking about how that really works together, and how we have to understand that in business, guys, that just like when you're out witnessing and sharing Christ with other people, not everybody is going to listen. Some people are going to get excited for a little bit, and then they're going to be like, forget this. Some people, they're going to begin to grow in the word, and then after they grow in the word, there's going to be something that comes and chokes them out, something that comes along to discourage them, and then there are going to be some people who are so on fire for God that you just can't stop them, and they're out there and creating disciples like crazy. And it's the same way in our business, that there are going to be times that maybe we invite somebody to a meeting and they say they're going to come, but you know what, they don't show up. You know what happened? Just like the word says, that the devourer came, the enemy came and took the word out of their hearts. There's somebody oftentimes that they shared they were going to go to a network marketing company, and that person begins to drop different thoughts in their minds, or the opinions of others begins to discourage them from getting involved, right? And so the thing is we can't worry about why they didn't come. So we can't go out and chase those birds who came and got the seed from the wayside, because then that gets us distracted from what we're doing in the field, right? We got to keep sowing. We got to keep sowing. So the sower was ambitious, and the sower had good seed. And when you have a good product, when you have a good opportunity, when you have a good company, when you have a good story, whatever it is that you have, when it is good seed, if you continue to plant, it has no choice but to spring up, right? So, but you have to go through this process. So then that next thing that the ground that the sower sowed on was the rocky ground. And so in our business, this happens when you plant the seed, someone's really excited about the opportunity, they begin to do a little work in your business, but then you know what, they fall away to temptation. That's what Jesus said, that people come in to the faith, they're excited, they spring up, but then they fall away to temptation. A lot of times for us in business, guys, this is the complacency. This is people falling back into their comfort zone. This is people falling back into the security versus thinking about all of the possibilities that they have available to them. They would rather sit up and watch Empire or some other TV show, or do something that is going to take them away from really building a business that is going to help them in their future, right? And so we have to really learn how to discipline our disappointments, because this is going to happen regardless. So we have to make sure that we don't allow the disappointment to get us off task. It's going to happen. We need to discipline our disappointment and be like the ambitious sower and keep going. We need to be eager. We need to be determined to reach the level of success or the power or whatever it is that we're trying to reach. We need to be consistent, and we need to be eager and earnestly seeking what it is that we are trying to achieve, right? So then the next thing that happens is the seed falls on the thorny ground because we're still going through the process. But the sower never stops because he's ambitious, right? And so the person who ends up falling, that seed that falls on the thorny ground, they end up getting caught up in the cares of life and the riches and the pleasures. See, this happens when it's like, oh, well, my kids are acting up, or me and my husband are going through, and we got all these problems. And now those are the things that become excuses, and those excuses choke you out of your opportunity. Or maybe you start looking at, oh, well, I'm just in it for the money. Guys, if you're just in it, an opportunity for the money, you may make some money, but eventually it's going to fade out, because money cannot buy you everything. Money is not going to give you what you need in this life, okay? It's not going to buy you happiness. It can buy you things to make you happy, but it cannot buy you happiness. It's only temporary. Or maybe it's the pleasures. You're more focused on having fun right now, but you can mix business with pleasure. But these people are just like, I just want to have straight fun. I don't want to worry about business. But guys, we can't allow the little things to cheat us out of big opportunities. And we begin to feel helpless when people are falling by the wayside and the birds are picking it up. And we're helpless when the thorns are choking it out. And we're helpless when it falls on the rocky ground. But there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to continue to sow, continue to go through the process, because it is what it is, right? So then the sower keeps sowing, and he sows on good ground. Because when you continue to share good things, you have excellent seed. It has no choice but to grow and to bear fruit. And so as you're growing and it's bearing fruit, people are seeing the good things are happening with your opportunity, with the business that you are talking about. But guys, this doesn't happen if you don't remain consistent. You can't talk to 2 people and then think that they're all going to sign up, right? You may not have a 100% closing rate. So you have to talk to as many people as possible in order to get the numbers that you need in order to grow your business, right? So guys, don't stop sowing. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. And, the other thing is that we have to make sure, again, that we don't focus on the why. Well, why did this happen? Why did they quit? Why won't they work? Why? When you get caught up on the why, you're off task. You're not focused. You're not going to accomplish what you need to get accomplished. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be mad. You're going to be mad at people. I don't even like people. That's why I don't do these types of businesses, because I can't stand people and they don't know how to work and they won't do anything. That's going to get you caught up. So you need to make sure that you stay focused on the good things. You're attracting the right people into your business. You're sowing the seed on good ground. And meanwhile, you're just talking to everybody that you come in contact with. So guys, hopefully that was helpful to you, my little quick video. So when you get a chance, read chapter 8 of Luke, and it's verses 5 through... really read through 18, all right? Because when you read through 18, it also, Jesus is talking about when you have a candle, someone lights a candle, you don't go and hide it under something. No, you hold it up. When you have something good that can help people, you need to go out and you need to let people know about it, right? And so Jesus is saying, go out there and let people know about the good thing that you have. So first of all, let people know about him. Let people know about Jesus, right? But, again, when it comes down to business, let people know about the product that you have. Tell them the stories of the good results that you have. And then it goes on to say that whoever, let's see here, take heed therefore how you hear, for whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and whosoever hath not. So when we hear things, guys, and we actually begin to take it in our lives, and it takes root in our lives, then more things are going to be added to us. See, we want things in our lives, but we don't want to take heed to the word. We don't want to apply it to our lives. We just want something magical to happen. Guys, faith without works is dead. So do the works. God will make it work. You will see the increase. I said that in another video today, but I really mean it. I really, really mean it. Faith without works is dead, guys. So let's get out here. Don't stop sowing. Find that fertile ground. Let's make it happen. Talk to you later. Bye.